One day, I was at my dad's donut shop, and I see Andre walking up to the shop. As soon as I see him, I said to myself, wow, what a handsome Korean man. He came into the shop, and a few moments later, he asked me who I was and about the owner of the shop in Cambodia. That's when I realized he was Cambodian also. He left the shop, and about 15 minutes later, the shop phone rings, and I answer the phone, and it was Andre on the other line. He asked me to speak to my father. He asked to speak to my father. But I told him he wasn't there, so we hung up. 2 moments later, the phone rings a second time, and when I answered, it was Andre again, asking me to speak to my father. And I thought to myself, what part of what I'm saying does this man not understand? After that day, I seen Andre almost every day. One day we were talking, and Andre told me that the first moment he laid eyes on me at my dad's donut shop, he instantly fell in love with me. I was speechless. I couldn't find the words to say back to him. So I just asked him, are you sure that you love me? He had a huge smile on his face. And he said, yes, I have completely fallen in love with you. After that, he asked me out on a date, and of course I said yes. We dated for a short period, and then Andre had to go back to Paris. We kept in contact with each other throughout the time we spent apart, and after a year of dating, he asked me to marry him. I was silent for a few minutes, and when I responded, I asked him again, are you sure you want to marry me? He said yes. I said yes to his proposal, but I told him that he needed to ask my parents first. As soon as my parents agreed, I flew to Paris to marry the love of my life. That's when my life began. When we were first dating out, when we were first starting out, we opened a very small coffee shop and donut shop. We had the shop for 8 years, but Andre would always tell me that his dream was to open a small bakery. I promised him that I would do everything in my power to make his dream come true, and that's how the bakery began for us. And this is from her, Amanda, to my husband. I cannot find the words to tell you how much I love you, and thank you for being such a wonderful husband and a father to me and the boys over the years. In my heart, no one can ever replace you. You are my life, my love, my soul, my everything. I always felt like the luckiest woman in the world having you as my husband and best friend. You never said no to anything I ever asked you for or wanted. You always said, yes, honey, whatever you want. You always said to me that seeing me happy made you the happiest man alive. You would always take such great care of me, and when I was sick, you regularly made sure I took my medications. And I would get mad even if I forgot. You would constantly ask God to help me get better and take away my sickness. You used to pray and tell him that I was a very hardworking wife and mother. You would say that you would rather be sick than to ever see me sick. I remember you always praying to God for the health of the world and for world peace. We were happily married for 32 years, which included 32 years of best foot massages. You always would tell me to come and sit and relax, not to worry about cooking and cleaning.